started my PhD program in 2015 here at Texas Tech, and so it turned out a job opened up in 2018, so I started in this position then, and I'm just graduating this December with my PhD, so finally done. It took a minute. But like, I can't tell you, so I've been here, 2.5 years in this position, and I can't tell you how many like faculty have wandered through the garden one day and have been like, I didn't know this was here. I've been here for 10 years, I had no idea. And so the gardens are always open to the public. We do let people look at our plant collection as well. It's a little more controlled, but we do let people look around, take pictures, all of that. We have a lot of photographers that come through here. But I just want people to know we're here, and that we're doing what we do. We do a lot of outreach on social media. We do tour groups and all kinds of stuff. As far as gardening in general, I think people have this conception that you can't grow stuff in Lubbock, which is not really true. We can grow, there are some limits, but in general you can grow pretty much whatever you want here. You just have to do it in the right season and have some basic knowledge of our soils and the way the plants grow and what they need in order to do it. But it's actually not that hard to grow stuff here. You just have to, again, alter your environment in a way that is conducive to plant growth. So there are a lot of moving parts out here, both literally and figuratively. This greenhouse is old, and it's a big facility, and there's a lot of literal moving parts out here. So making sure things get fixed when they break, making sure that we operate within budgets, and making sure that we can afford to pay for repairs, but that those repairs get made in a way that the facilities are still useful, right? And then from a more, figurative standpoint, there are a lot of professors I work with, a lot of graduate students, a lot of undergrads, and they all have, just like the plants, there's not some that are harder than others, they just have different needs. And so I, as a manager of a facility like this, I have to make sure that I'm being careful to meet the needs of our different users out here. Whether that's the students or whether that's the professors, we just have to provide the environment they need to be able to do their work. And so, dealing with managing teaching schedules and facility schedules and budgets, and I keep a staff of about 6 student assistants, so managing employees and everything else. There's just, like I said, a lot of things that go into running a place like this. We also do have a staff that I oversee a little bit of, graduate teaching assistants and research assistants and stuff. So they're kind of separate. They mostly handle the classes, where our hourly workers, our student assistants, manage the facilities. Just talking about gardening, I think people should just try it, right? People are scared of it. I'm gonna fail and kill plants. Okay, yeah, probably. You probably are. I do. I think we all do. And so, just like any other skill, you've got to start somewhere, and you've got to learn how to do it. So start small, pick a small bed in your backyard, or do a little raised bed, or get an old wheelbarrow and plant tomatoes in it. I don't care. Just do something that's manageable, that helps you learn the ins and outs of gardening. And then use some resources, right? Texas Tech has great resources. The Extension Service has great resources. And so, but I think gardening is something we should all do. It's good for us mentally and physically, and it's relaxing, and it's a great hobby, and there's something kind of radical and empowering about growing your own food. And so I think everyone should garden, even if it's small, even if you just have a pot on your balcony, or in your dorm window. Just grow a plant. But I remember growing up, or going through college, there were days where I'm nothing has gone right this week, right? I failed this test, these papers went bad, I'm not close to graduate, all of this stuff. But you still got your little plant, right? And so it's something concrete and meaningful that you can always keep with you as an accomplishment, and there's no entry barriers, right? You could be 98 years old or 4 years old and garden. Literally anyone can do it.